Hi, Gary Dahse here with another golden nugget from my recent book, Tell Me What to Do. This little vignette is about an interesting little statement. Here it goes. When the student's ready, the teacher will appear. 40 years ago, when I heard that for the first time, I didn't get it, nor did I care to get it. I was only concerned with going out, getting out of school, making a lot of money, being a taker, a narcissistic person that is only concerned about self, and to go out and have what I considered to be a lot of happiness, sex, drugs, rock and roll. It was a hard life and a hard school to learn from. After a long life, I finally understand what that statement means. And I've made a complete turnaround in my life, and today I'm experiencing not so much happiness, but a thing called joy. I want to share a little story about the difference between happiness and joy. I've already mentioned that I think happiness is all about sex, drugs, rock and roll, feeling good for the moment. It's a momentary quick fix of a feeling, and that's all it is, and it can dissipate quickly. Joy, on the other hand, you experience both gladness and sadness, and that's what makes it unique. Here's a little story that I want to tell you. I got a friend of mine who went off to college and came back after the first 3 weeks, was all excited, and he walks into the house and he sees his mother. She's limping around. He goes, "Hey, Mom, what's the matter?" She says, "Oh, I got my back's out of line. I need to go see the chiropractor." He says, "Well, you ought to get over there." So he goes back to school, comes back a couple of minutes later, and she's walking around. She's almost dragging her leg, and he goes, "Mom, what is wrong?" She says, "I still haven't gotten to the chiropractor." So he goes back to school, comes back. The process continued for another 2 months, and she can't even walk anymore. And finally, you get back from college, you go, "Dad, we got to take Mom to the chiropractor." So y'all get in the car, and you go down to the medical center, and the chiropractor gets your mother up there, and he looks at her and goes, "Mrs. Jones, you're perfectly aligned. You need to go see your medical doctor." Everybody goes, "What?" So y'all take your mom down to the medical center, and after a bunch of tests and MRIs, they look at your mom. They say, "You've got some serious issues going on here. We found 3 tumors in your spinal cord that are causing pressure, that are causing all this pain." And after that, they do a full body scan, and they find 3 dark spots on her liver and 2 dark spots in her brain. All of them are cancerous. And everybody is distraught. And so your mom gets worse and worse and worse. And after about 18 months, she's finally incontinent. She's on morphine every day. She struggles for another 4 weeks. And at the end of 19 months, she dies. Are you happy? No, I don't think you are. Are you experiencing any joy? I think that you are experiencing joy. And the joy comes from knowing that your mother is no longer suffering. So there's a unique concept there of, even though your mom's gone, you're not happy, you're actually very sad, but there's a tremendous amount of joy in the fact that you know that she's passed on and she's no longer in pain. When the student's ready, the teacher always appears. I had to go through some major events in life and be totally crushed before I got what that meant. And as I was crushed, I became very humble, and very humble in the way that I am after I've seen the devastation of alcohol and drugs and what they can do to people all over the world. And when the student's ready, they finally give up and they surrender. And I finally surrendered and gave up totally. And when I did, I found a tremendous amount of joy, a joy that just takes you to a new height. And so I wanted to share that with you, that when the student's ready, the teacher always appears. And I'm hoping that the teacher shows up sooner than later in your life. Thanks for listening.